people pleasing will immensely challenge your ability to move forward in the world of work. Hi, I'm Kristina, executive coach who specializes in working with leaders on an executive level as well as on the creative and analytical side in the corporate workplace. A lot of times people go into roles and they are immersed in the respond and people please type of persona. And what that means essentially is that they are yes people, yes and people. And that phrase, yes and, is preached from the corporate pulpits forever. However, when you get into higher level roles, it is incredibly important that you focus on discernment. When to say yes, when to say no. More often, people who are in higher leadership positions are really able to practice discernment and really only focus on the areas where they should say yes based on the organization's goals and priorities, and often what is most important to those above them that they report to. So it is important when you are somebody who is seeking growth and opportunity to understand what the top priorities are for leadership, your direct boss, and their direct boss. Sometimes that can be difficult because oftentimes there's other additional things that have to get done in the organization in order to function. And sometimes they might fall to you because they know that you will follow through. However, this is an opportunity for you to set firm and clear boundaries. If you are that person who is in a new management role, a new executive role even, the time is now for you to start setting those boundaries. But what does that look like? Setting clear boundaries after having a lifetime of people pleasing takes practice. I always encourage people to set boundaries like that at home first or with people that care about you. Tell them what you're trying to do, what you're focused on achieving, which is to lessen your people pleasing and to focus more on what you would like to achieve, but also your energy and time management so that you're not stressing yourself out and only focusing on the needs of others and the people around you. Your goals and your autonomy is important too. So at work, once you've practiced that at home or with others, at work that can look like this. Prioritizing the organization's goals and the needs of your boss and the priorities that they have. So what you do is you organize the projects that you have as well as your main job description. And if somebody comes to you that in the past you've been willing to help, explain to them that you have X, Y, and Z that you're focusing on. And maybe there are other people that they can reference to or reach out to support them. Now, I know that this might cause some strife and they say, well, you've done this before. And you can say, I absolutely have. And before I was working on some other things and had some extra time. I don't at this moment, or I can show you how to do it. You can always record that. I always recommend recording that training so you can send it back over to them. Because what can happen is that they might go to their boss, who then might go to your boss and say, why is this person no longer willing to help my team? And there could be some challenges with that. And that is why it's important to talk to your leadership and say, like, these are the prioritizations that you have given me. Has something changed? I want to be a team leader and I also get interrupted with this work. It's important to be able to quantify that, but that also gets into dealing with conflict on a team. So as you are working and learning on how to stop being a people pleaser, understand what your priorities are, what your goals are, what your organization's goals and priorities are, as well as your boss's. Start with your organization's and your boss's goals first. And that should really support you in maintaining and lessening your people pleasing because you're going to be focusing on larger organizational goals and you'll see more traction over time.